game, everyone. This is Rich Ramon, and you're listening to Still Toking With. Yeah.
Greetings, my friend. This is the brain of TV's Pinky in the Brain. Yes, and my human avatar, Maurice LaMarche.
Hi, it's Chris Poland, and you're listening to Still Toking With.
Hey, this is Eric Roland, voice of Kendo Rappa on My Hero Academia, and host of the Tough Love Podcast. You're listening to Still Toking With on the Dorkening Podcast Network.
My crew is ready to obtain the absolution, removing any doubt that we were ever fooling.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome to another kick-ass episode of Still Toking With. You know who I am. So, and if you don't, my name's right there. It's literally right there. So, yeah, I'm kind of super excited about our guest tonight. I actually just finished about 20 minutes ago rewatching one of her movies, which is actually one of my favorites because I just enjoy those styles of movies. But, well, I'm just not going to get into it right now. So, joining me again tonight, my man Jags.
They should know who the hell I am by now.
Well, I would hope so. I mean, you're not a special co-host anymore, now that Jar Jar is on a hiatus for a while.
Yeah, poor Jar Jar.
Well, hey, Jar Jar leaves, we just bring you in.
I'm good with that. I like hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, we love having you here, It boosts our ratings having you here.
I know.
Unlike some other people in some other networks. But yeah, anyway, he hasn't said a word. Have you noticed he's been very quiet? Usually I can be like in the voice in your head, but nope, not tonight. He's being a good boy. It's kind of scary.
Oh, Jeff?
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
Well, it's
No,
it's
I don't.
Wednesday. It's hump day.
Okay.
I'm excited. It's already been a long week, and it's only Wednesday.
Right.
You know what I mean? We had a lot going on. With the premiere that we did on Monday, and we're trying to push that around and watching it 28,000 times.
Yeah, I can't watch it anymore.
Seeing all the little errors. You know what I mean? And there are some, but that's what makes it funny.
Right. Well, animation is not supposed to be serious.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Well, we're not serious. So why should we? But yeah, let's get on with the show. Let's see. Can I fuck her name up? Should I screw her name up? No. Well, maybe part of it. No.
I think you should be nice tonight.
You want me to be nice?
No, I don't care what you do.
Let's welcome Corinne Britti.
Hi.
Welcome
Thanks for
to the
having
show.
me. That's the correct pronunciation. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. I could have gone all kinds of ways with that.
I bet. Name one. Name five.
Oh,
Corinne Britti.
Okay. One.
Corny Brit.
Two.
You want me to go five, huh? All right, let me see.
She said so.
Okay.
I could go.
Hey, you're just a liar. That's okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you're going to start this shit tonight. Okay. Be prepared, young lady.
Did you not read that she does stand-up comedy as well, Jeff?
Yes, I did.
She's got your number already.
When I went to her Facebook page, I laughed.
You might want to buckle up, old man.
So that's okay. That's all right.
Oh, man.
I'll change your name to Come and Bite Me.
Sure. Yeah. That is one I have not heard before. That's a good one.
Well,
That's only 3, though, by the way.
Yeah.
But you do have about 45 minutes to an hour.
Oh, there'll be more.
I'm sure you can figure it out. But no, in all seriousness, welcome to the show, and thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come hang out with us and chat about your career and your movies and comedy and even sewing puppets. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, sewing puppets.
I've been known, to do that.
How cool is that?
Thanks.
I tried to sew a puppet once. I couldn't get it back off my foot. It was a sock puppet. Get it?
Oh my God! Really? Really?
That's awesome.
Wow. Wow. You should leave the comedy. You should leave the comedy to the comedians.
Yeah, your dad jokes are horrible, bro.
Oh boy, really?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm watching viewers just drop. But anyway, let's get right into it. Most recently, you were in a film called Saturday Night.
Yeah.
Would you like to tell us a little bit about that and your experience with it?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a biographical film, kind of a biopic, I guess, about the 90 minutes of chaos leading up to the pilot episode of Saturday Night Live, at the time simply titled Saturday Night. And I play the real life comedian Valerie Bromfield, who has a small role in the movie and a small role as well in the pilot episode of SNL. You can see her. She does a 2-minute set of characters on the pilot, and like, I don't know, that's pretty much, you can see it in theaters right now, or actually as of today, you can buy it or rent it online.
There you go. And just in case you folks are interested in anything we talk about tonight, make sure you check the show notes up above or down below. All of Corinne's awesome information is in there, including her website. So I said it. It's been said in the first 10 minutes. I'll say it again later. Yeah.
So, yeah, I haven't seen the movie yet. I've watched the trailer. I mean, it just looks like you guys are having a hoot.
Yeah.
It looks so fun.
It's a really fun watch. It's so much happens. Like I recommend watching it multiple times. You get something different every time. I've seen it several times at this point, and I get something new out of it every single time. Yeah. And that's not just because I would maybe financially benefit like 10 cents from you watching it multiple times. That's like, you pirate it. I didn't say that. Just watch it,
Come on, folks. You got to watch it. She needs that 10 cents. She's got to feed those plants behind her.
I would love to receive that residual check for like $22 6 months from now.
Right? Oh man.
So, but I have seen a few of the movies you've been in over the years.
A few? Wow.
For Sale was one. I love that movie, actually. That was a fantastic flick. And Condor's
good.
Nest.
Yay.
Oh man, don't even go on my Condor's Nest, because I was already ready to hop on that.
Well,
that was actually the film that I was talking about, because I love military style stuff.
Yeah.
Whether it's true, not true, it doesn't matter. And I had watched it when it came out because, like I said, it's one of my things. And I'm like, that's right too. She's coming on the show tonight. I'm going to watch that again and refresh my memory. And I'm going to spoil it for some people, but I'm like,
yeah.
Why the fuck did they kill her? Like, really?
I don't know.
She was the best part of the movie.
Thank you. I agree. Thank you.
Wow. She's a redhead by choice.
Right? Mm-hmm. But can you actually speak German like that? I mean, like,
not fluently. I learned it for the movie. Yeah.
Right.
But
I was actually really blown away again, rewatching it, going, wow.
Thank you.
Like, she's a badass.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Like
it
a
was
total
crazy.
Badass.
Yeah. I never thought that I would get to do something like that, like an action adventure movie. I was like, I'm a comedian in Brooklyn. Like, the fact that I even got to audition is crazy. So yeah, it was really, really cool that I even got to do it.
So, but yeah, no, I love that movie.
Now, what was the process to get into the Saturday Night movie? Did you have
yeah, pretty conventional. My manager sent me the audition. I think they were specifically looking for like kind of up and coming comedians, like maybe people who haven't, made it big yet. They like specifically for most of the roles, they were looking for like, less than familiar faces, you know, not quite established names, which I think was like a genius casting choice to, you know, to choose, like, because at the time nobody was well known, and, you know, none of those actors that are now iconic were as we know them today. But my manager sent me the audition. It was a tape. I sent in the tape. I heard back a couple weeks later. I did one callback in person. Jason was there actually in the room, and I did it a couple times. And then I left, and then I didn't hear anything for 8 to 10 months. And then that was like May or something of last year. And then like on my birthday in December, I got an email from my agent being like, hey, are you still available, like, for this, if it was shooting in like May of 2024? And I was like, yes, I'm available. Let me check my schedule. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I'll shave my head. What do you want? I didn't have to shave my head, but then it was like February of this year, I got a call that I booked it, and I didn't have to come back in for auditioning any more than that. So that was, nice. It was mostly waiting. It was like the actual auditions, I think, were like, I don't know, like less than 30 total minutes of time.
Wow.
Okay. Now,
go ahead.
Were they looking for, obviously, you know, young comedians, but were they looking for people that sort of looked like the original characters as well?
Some people, I don't think that they were going for looks at all to begin with. I don't think they were starting with resemblance and kind of working their way back from there. I think they were starting with like vibe. You know, they wanted people who could like realistically portray this type of person. And like in real life, I don't look anything like Valerie. I didn't wear a wig or anything. She's blonde in real life. I have red hair. You know, they just, you know, I think for some people, they had wigs and things to maybe kind of closer resemble the actual person. But even for the main players, like Matt Wood, who plays Belushi, like happens to look like his full-blooded son. Like he could be Belushi just reincarnated in another life. But for others, like it's just like it's just somebody in a wig. And but I think in terms of the ensemble that he built, like Jason built, like he really built like people who could fit into the same slot in the ensemble as like their original counterparts, which I think really led to such great chemistry with everyone on set and such a great vibe from everyone. We really felt like we were together creating this like really cool thing. It was awesome.
All right, cool. It was the Belushi character that I was kind of made me think like that, because he does sort of look like him.
Yeah. He's
so
gotten compared to Belushi many times. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I love it. So you also teach and coach, correct?
You guys really went through my website. Yes, in the past I have. I'll be honest. Again, like Facebook is in the ways to like get to know like where I'm at, get updates of me. It's like Facebook is at the bottom. My website is like slightly above that, and then like really the best place is Instagram. That's like the only place I go to.
Like the only thing I don't do, Instagram.
Yeah. So I haven't taught or coached for a while, but I did quite a bit of that, especially over the pandemic, you know, but yeah.
Okay. Because I was curious about the speech for professionals. What was that?
Yeah, that was like I had a couple of clients for that. It's just like public speaking teaching. I had a lot of like, I had some lawyers, like mainly guys in tech who just like have no personal skills and who just need experience and help like giving presentations, you know. they know everything about, you know, their little computers, but they don't know anything about like how to present information in an accessible way.
Yeah.
And what made you qualified to do that?
She just told them all to look, you know, think of somebody in their own.
Actually, I feel like that would make everybody like way more uncomfortable is the underwear thing. I mean, I just like, it's really just about kind of like experience. Like it's mostly mental, like it's mostly just stage fright and like helping them get over their stage fright. So yeah.
Well, I could have used you a couple of years ago.
Right. Correct. Now, Jags, you might agree with me on this, but could you see her in like a Ruby Roundhouse type role from like Jumanji? Like a total badass.
I mean, I could probably speak upon it if I've seen any of the films that she was in, but I didn't have time to watch them when you asked me to come on. So.
I don't want to hear that. I'm just saying, just from her mannerisms on the screen with us tonight, I could see her playing like a Marvel character, like a super badass.
Cool, thanks.
You know.
Yeah. It's the cat. It's because I have a cat.
That's what it is. It's the cat. It must be the cat.
I could see a Marvel character.
Right?
Thank you.
Yeah, I could see a Marvel character. I could get behind that. And I'm a big Marvel fan, so I can dig that.
So if you could play a Marvel character, who would you play?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't know. I don't know if that role's been made yet. I would love like, I mean, I've always loved Spider-Man. I always thought that he was great. Like even before kind of like, I mean, obviously the Sam Raimi movies, like I loved those. I loved that Spider-Man was kind of like really an accessible kind of nerdy guy. And like, even before that, like I read some of the comic books or like some novelizations and stuff of like Spider-Man. And I always just like, I liked that he was kind of a scrappy kid and he was flawed and he was goofy and weird. And I always related to that a lot. So I think definitely Spider-Man is who I relate to.
I would put her in as being Spider-Gwen.
Sure.
Because all she'd have to do was cut her hair a little bit, turn it blonde, and being that she's a comedian, Spider-Gwen was a smart ass anyways.
Yeah, right? I like that.
So, I mean,
and a total badass.
Yeah. So
right.
I mean, stick her in there, and she'd probably do it.
Cool. I play Spider-Gwen. Yeah.
So
you just want to be able to tie things up with webs, huh?
There he goes.
Yep. Your computer did the thing.
Yep, for a second.
Yep, just for a second.
Yep, that's all right.
So you were part of an award-winning drama called "Take Care of Emily." It said that you contributed to the original story, but you also produced and starred in.
Mm-hmm.
So, other than writing, you know, producing and starring in it, what type of contribution did you have with that?
Yeah, well, I had worked with the director before on his first feature. I played a smaller role, and we worked together really well, and he was really cool. And I thought that I really liked his style, which is very kind of like character driven, emotional, kind of like tableaus of like family life and stuff like that. I've always liked that kind of genre, I guess. And he reached out to me, you know, after the first film came out, and he was like, I'm writing this next movie. It's about sisters. And I only have one sister, and I would really love, you know, like your input. I really want you attached to this. And so, yeah, we kind of went back and forth. Like he was sending me, you know, scripts, like, you know, scenes and things. And I, you know, I would add my input. And I helped kind of with the trajectory of like where these characters kind of, you know, were going and their arcs and things. And then, yeah, I was there like, yeah, basically from the inception, like all the way up through like the casting process and all that stuff, and a little bit of fundraising here and there. Yeah. And then we took like 2.5 weeks and we like shot it all. Like I was like sleeping on the floor of his apartment, and like we had other members of the cast, like, you know, like sleeping next to me in the living room. Like it was very much like a bunch of people in their like early to mid 20s, like making a movie together. It was really fun.
Cool. And the reason I brought that up is because that was a drama.
Mm-hmm.
Condor's Nest is more of an action thriller.
Yeah.
And your newer one, Saturday Night, is a how do you say that word? Comedic?
Yeah.
Is that right? Comedic style?
Comedy, yeah.
Comedy
thriller is like
yeah.
We're in the
So
market.
you have played multiple genres in your career. Is there any one specific that you really are attached to?
Not one real genre. No, I don't think so. I mean, like I like specific characters within whatever genre movie they happen to be in definitely like catch my interest. But in terms of like a specific genre of things, like there's never been one thing where I was like, that's for me. I mean, besides, I'm hearing a bit of a echo. Okay. Besides like maybe comedy, just because that's what I gravitate towards naturally, but like, no, I'm nothing that like, nothing where I'm like, this is, you know, this was made for me or something like that.
Right. Ever thought about throwing your hat into the horror ring?
Well, I mean, I was in like a horror comedy of sorts for sale. That's
yeah.
I got covered in blood for that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, wherever they'll have me, I'm a working actor, you know, like anything where if they want to cast me in it, I'll do it. Absolutely. Yeah.
Would you rather be the killer or get killed?
I don't know. I mean, the killer, right? Probably.
Right.
Yeah. Either way, whichever was the better role, but the killer.
Whichever's going to pay more in the long run.
Right.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, whatever's like, yeah, whatever's more fun, but the killer definitely.
Okay.
Okay.
That's cool. Question. Yeah. What would you if you were the killer, what would be your weapon of choice?
Wit.
A what?
My words. No.
Wit.
Oh,
not a whip, Jeff.
Okay. I thought you said whip, and I was going to.
I was waiting for him to go off.
Yeah.
Relax here, big guy. Relax.
My lethal wit. And
I was waiting for the BDSM jokes to start popping out. I was like, oh shit, here we go. I know exactly what he thinks that she said.
Wow.
Hey, I refrained.
No.
I was good.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a great question. Yeah, I don't know. Probably like I mean like poison. I don't know, like something like spooky, creepy rather than like slashy, I think.
Okay.
I've always liked thrillers. Like, you know, the suspense is always, and like the mystery is always more fun than like the gore, at least to me.
Okay. See, I'd use toothpicks. See how many you can take.
Oh my God. That's horrible. That's a way to go. Yeah, that's
almost as bad as the spoon
style stuff.
I watch a lot of horror movies.
Yeah. One of the scenes I'm a big horror guy. I love horror. That's about all I freaking watch is horror or sci-fi fantasy. But the damn scene in Saw where they throw her in a pit of needles just drove me nuts.
Yeah. It's always the little things too. Like in Everywhere, what is it? Everything Everywhere All at Once. Like when he has to like give himself paper cuts in between his fingers, the whole theater went like, oh, like people literally got their heads bashed in and no response. And then he gave himself little paper cuts in between his fingers, and everyone was like, oh my God.
That's because we've all been there.
Yeah, exactly. That's like very relatable. And like, but also like the visceral like feeling of falling into a pit of needles, horrifying. It's the death by 1,000 cuts type of thing. Like
right.
10 billion tiny little things. Like
I love gore. I'm big on gore. but I hate fucking needles. That's like my
Right.
biggest phobia, and everybody laughs at me because I'm covered in tattoos. I'm like, it's not the same. It is
Right.
not.
'Cause that's not going. That's not like actually going all the way in.
Right.
No, it's not the
Oh
same.
my god, horrible.
When I seen that, I was starting to get nauseated. I was like, I'm gonna throw up. I can't do it. Yeah, laugh at me. Go ahead, laugh it up.
I'm the same way. I don't like
all
needles,
good.
but I'm covered in tattoos.
That's a very common phobia. Is needles.
I
So-
also don't like anything with fucking sharks.
Really?
Nope.
No.
That's so interesting. Why sharks?
I am petrified of sharks. Petrified of sharks.
What is it about them? Do you know?
I don't know. It's always ever since I was a little kid. I was terrified of fucking sharks. Absolutely terrified. Like I left my family high and dry one day. We were out in the ocean, and somebody told me that shark skin feels like sandpaper, and I felt something going between my legs that felt like sandpaper, and I was booking it. I was gone.
Interesting.
I didn't care. Everybody got left. Everybody.
Yeah. It's like the prickle. I mean, they're smooth. I think like they are smooth. I think they're soft.
Yeah, I just heard it feel like sandpaper. When I felt that, I was gone.
Yeah, they were probably pranking you.
So now, Dustin, you have to send her a check because you're laying on her couch and she's fixing your brain apparently.
Yeah, I'm so interested in that. Like,
well, everybody's afraid of something. I mean, it's
everybody has like phobias and stuff. Yeah.
What are you afraid of?
I don't like bugs. Oh, I hate bugs.
I don't
like the creepy crawlies. I don't like that.
Just bugs in general, or
bugs in general. I mean, like living in New York, I've kind of had, against my will, I've had like exposure therapy to like roaches and flies and stuff because they're everywhere, and so I'm a lot better about it now. But like I went to sleepaway camp when I was a kid, and one morning I was like 9 or 10, and we woke up and we got infested with flies, and we all woke up and there were flies all over our faces.
No.
Like it was all like we all woke up at the same time, and when I tell you, like when my eyelids like pushed them out of the way, like it was like they were in my mouth. It was horrible. It was disgusting. Yeah. I was like,
wow, okay.
So ever since then, I've been reasonably disgusted by the sight of any bug. That was like truly traumatizing. It was horrible.
I could see that.
No,
I like bugs.
I can't do flying bugs. I can do any other bug, but not flying bugs.
Interesting. I feel like flying bugs are easier to see. Like at least when they're flying, like I know where you are and I can clock you. But if they're like crawling through the walls and stuff.
Well, I got a moth in my ear one year. And I feel it like fluttering and shit in my ear. And I just ever since, nope.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I don't do any bug that flies.
All right. So sharks and moths. Okay.
Yeah.
Sharks and bugs. Okay.
Hey, it is what it is.
The only bug I don't like is wasps. Those are the only bugs I don't like.
Well, I mean, yeah. Those are the only ones that sting for pleasure and not for like self-defense.
Right.
True that.
So,
are we done? Are we done with talking about bugs, folks? I'm just curious. I mean,
welcome to the Bugcast. All bugs, all day.
Right.
Right.
So you actually do perform stand-up,
and
you produced and co-host a show in New York called Almost Therapy. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I can read it right here, but I want you to tell us.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you about it. Yeah. So many years ago when I was first starting out doing stand-up, my friend and I, we kind of started at the same time. We went to college together and we both, fell into comedy around the same time. And we quickly discovered that open mics like suck a lot and they don't make you better as a comedian. They're not, honestly, they're just not good. There's no reason you should go to an open mic. And so we were like, how do we want stage time, but we can't get on anyone's show because we don't know anybody yet. in the comedy world. And the best way to get stage time is to have a show that you can then have a comedian who has a show on, and then you can like trade stage time. And so we were like, well, we got to start a show. And we thought about doing just like a traditional stand-up show, but that just didn't feel quite right to us. We wanted kind of a hook and like something that we would be interested in, you know, keeping up for a long period of time. And so, yeah, we started doing Almost Therapy, where it's mostly stand up, but it's kind of a variety show. We had on whoever we thought was cool. Like we've had magicians, musicians, like burlesque, drag, like anyone that we liked. And then at the end of the show, we have a live mental health professional come on and answer real anonymous questions from the audience that they've written over the course of the show. And one thing that we definitely wanted to do was that like we didn't want to waste this, you know, this person's time. Like they're not on the clock or anything, but you know, they have a professional opinion, and we wanted to honor that. And so we really wanted to make sure that people really engaged with this person and like asked a vulnerable question or like a real question. You know, the majority of the questions we got were like, how do I get therapy? How do I find a therapist? How do I, you know, I feel like I could benefit from this. Like, where do I start? And that was honestly so great because it got the word out there by a person who wouldn't necessarily have like gone out of their way to find that themselves. Like a person would enjoy the comedy show and then like maybe actually learn something. And it like that slowly kind of became like a really big passion project for us. We started getting some real success, you know, there. And we really enjoyed it. We're on a hiatus right now, hoping to maybe start back up soon. But it was such a fun, cool show.
Yeah.
See, my question would be, how do you know you need therapy?
Well, if you're on our show, you need
if
therapy.
you have to ask.
You know,
Just saying.
Crazy people don't know they're crazy, or do they?
I think anyone can benefit from therapy, even if you don't think you can. I think it's just like nice to talk to someone. I went to therapy. I've never met a single person. Huh?
I went to therapy years ago. I think it just made everything worse.
Well, maybe
it was
you have to take it seriously as well. I mean, like we never like, you know, it works. It's like one of those things that like it works only if you want it to work. It's like going to the gym. Like if you know, like you have to want it. You have to want to do it.
That's
you have to keep up. You have to keep up with it, you know, and you have to like, you know, it has to become a routine, and you have to, or like any diet, you know, you have to like think about it even when you're not sitting in front of them. You know what I mean?
Oh, that was the failure.
Yeah.
Well, she's giving everybody therapy tonight.
I'm already in therapy 3
it's something that I don't know. I've always been interested in it, but I would never pursue it professionally.
No, I go to therapy 3 times a week. I don't need a 4.
That's great.
Well, wait a minute. We got sharks, moss. What's the third one?
I ain't even going there.
I didn't think you would.
I ain't even going there.
So, I was reading in your bio, you know, where you went to school and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like Shakespeare?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love Shakespeare.
I know.
Yeah,
I read it in your bio.
I studied it for a long time in school, and like for a while I thought that was like something that I would love. I don't know. For a while I thought that's kind of like the type of actor that I would be, and like part of the reason I fell into comedy was just because like I failed as an actor. Like I tried to get into theater because that was the majority of my like acting education was in theater. Mm-hmm. And when I didn't immediately become a theater actor after school, I was like, well, I guess there's not many other ways to get stage time besides just like getting up in front of people and saying funny stuff. So that's what I did.
Okay. So my question to all people that are comedians, at the beginning, what made you think you were funny?
I think other people, well, delusion, first and foremost. I think that's like what makes everybody think they're funny. They also like make people laugh, like in real life. I think like if you have friends and you make them laugh, like that's usually a pretty good indicator. But yeah, mainly delusion, mainly just the idea that you might be funny, that you have something interesting to contribute or say. A lot of people don't. A lot of people do.
Right.
All right. Now, do you like doing the stand-up comedy better, or do you like acting?
I don't know. They're different, but I get the same thing out of them, which is like, I don't know, just like an outlet to express myself, I guess, a creative outlet. I like both, I guess, for different reasons.
Makes sense. Okay.
She told you.
That's all right. There was a question. That was the answer. I like it.
I know, and she told you.
Yes.
Stop fighting, you guys.
So this is what we do.
Crazy.
Yeah, this is what we do.
It's what they do literally all the time.
You should see us when we're on tour.
I've toured with I know.
Go ahead, Jeff. You were going to ask a question.
Was I?
You started to, but I'll jump in. So at the beginning of the show, we talked about you being a sewer and puppets.
Yes.
You helped craft puppets for Ice-T's music video.
I did.
Like, how cool is that?
It's crazy. Do you want to hear like the
real
story? It's a classic pandemic romp. It's a classic COVID adventure. But I don't know. It's like, it was, I have a friend of a friend who's a director, editor, animator person. And he heard about this contest that Ice-T was having for the music video for The Hate Is Real, the song The Hate Is Real. And this guy was like, Sebi X Martinez, who ended up winning, spoiler. But he was like, I have a really great idea. I think I could win with it, but it involves puppets, and I don't have a sewing machine. I can't make them myself. And I also don't want to hire like an actual puppet, professional puppet fabricator, because that would be like several $1,000s per puppet. And that's like, we're working with a budget of no money here. So, my friend who knows him was like, oh, well, Corinne sews. I have the reputation of being like the sewing friend. My mom taught me to sew when I was like 10 or 11. And we made our Halloween costumes every year. And like, and so over the pandemic, I didn't have much else to do. I got a sewing machine for my birthday, and I was just like sewing up a storm in my apartment. And my friend was like, hey, do you want like a couple $100 for like probably way too much work for it to be just like $200? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. I do. I need money. We were all unemployed. And so cut to like a couple weeks later, and Sebi's like dead dropping a trash bag full of puppets or felt and like puppet materials at my apartment, and like masks on, like he drops it and then I go grab it. And then like the next couple weeks are just like bodies are like strewn across my floor because the puppets are flesh colored, because it's like 2 puppets per band member. And yeah, and then I sent them back to him. He made the music video, and it ended up winning the contest. And now that's the official music video for The Hate Is Real. And and so now on IMDb, like I think it says like actor, producer, arts department. And if you scroll long enough on my IMDb page, you'll see like puppet fabricator for The Hate Is Real. It's awesome.
That is really cool. That is really
cool.
Well,
how big were they? Were they life size?
No, they were like 4 feet each, I would say. Something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's still pretty big.
Muppet size. Yeah.
Muppet size. Okay. Yeah, that's still pretty big. It wasn't like miniatures,
I actually know exactly what video she's talking about, because that's his
metal
body count.
Yeah, it's body count.
Yeah, body count. Yeah.
I've seen that video 50,000 times. So
That's amazing. That's me.
that,
Those are my
I
babies.
have followed Body Count since they came out.
Yeah.
Like
they're great.
Ice-T was one of my all-time favorite. First of all, you know, metal rapping, but just his old school hip hop was awesome. And then he became a TV star, and you know,
he's crazy. He's crazy talented. He's he's just one of those people who needs to be doing something constantly. And
Right.
he's great.
But yeah, no, I read that and I was like, oh, that has to be brought up.
yeah.
How cool is it? I mean,
Jeff earns mega bonus points with me on that.
Oh yeah, I mean, Jeff and I have worked.
Yeah.
Jeff and I have worked with
there you go.
a puppet fabricator that worked for Jim Henson.
Oh, cool. So like a real puppet fabricator and not just like someone with a sewing machine. That's awesome.
Yeah. But I saw that and I'm like, well, he's never done anything for Ice-T.
Right? So who's the real puppet fabricator here ultimately? Yeah.
Right. I mean, he has won some Emmys and some Webbies,
right?
And
big deal.
Rondos and things like that, but he didn't sew puppets for Ice-T.
You're gonna make Uncle Bill mad.
I am gonna make Uncle Bill mad. Love you, Uncle Bill, if you're watching.
Yeah. No, but he did make some for some very iconic films, though. So.
Oh yes, he did. Yep.
Yeah, Gremlins for one.
Yep.
Right.
That's cool. He made the Gremlins.
He made some of them. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, he's got one of the original gizmos still.
Wow.
I think I still have the picture of me holding that somewhere.
I bet you do.
Yep.
I don't want to see a picture of that.
All right, back to our guest.
Yeah.
Back to our guest.
He couldn't help it.
I know he couldn't.
So what's your cat's name?
My cat's name is Cranberry.
Cranberry, okay.
Cranberry.
Is it a tuxedo? Is it a tuxedo?
Yeah, she's technically a tuxedo, but she looks more like a cow. And when I first got her, she was not looking good. She's a street cat. She was thrifted. She came used. And so she looked kind of dead. Like she's mostly white and she looked very dingy. And like when I sent the picture to my mom of like, this is the cat that I chose, she was like, that? And I was like, yeah, she's perfect. She's beautiful in every way. And I hadn't picked out a name yet because I wanted to like meet the cat and figure out what the name was. And I love the Cranberries, and they have that song Zombie, and she did look undead. And so I was like, Cranberry, it's perfect.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Story behind the name.
There you go.
Right. I like the fact that it was a street cat, thrifted, as she said. You know, I have two rescue cats that I got. So yeah,
they're the best.
They are. I that's why I took my headset off a second ago, because the two of them are behind me outside, just outside my office, and I could hear them like.
Oh yeah, she's
like, really, you two going at it already?
Yeah, she likes to, after she eats her dinner, that's when she gets all her energy, and so she screams at me around this time to pay attention to her.
Mm-hmm.
And she's the best.
So what's coming up in the future for you?
Nothing as of right now, just holiday plans. No projects, but I don't know, auditioning around. I don't know. I'm a working actor, so I just did a commercial, so like maybe you'll see my face in the commercial that plays before you see Saturday Night when you rent it.
No, okay, cool.
So go rent it. And I'm talking to everybody watching and everybody listening later on when this is in the podcast form.
It looks fantastic, and I grew up watching that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the primetime players, and I mean that was the thing in my day.
You know the sad thing, I've never seen Saturday Night Live.
Oh, get the hell off my show, will you?
don't think that's true. You've never seen a single sketch, like a clip online.
No, maybe clips on like going through like YouTube or something.
Okay, so
but I've never like sat
that's
down
not
and
true.
watched the whole show.
It's a comedy institution. There's so many jokes within like the American lexicon that started at Saturday Night Live. Like Wild and Crazy Guys, that's Saturday Night Live.
Absolutely.
Now, I've seen some of the movies that spun off of it, like the whole what was the fucking
I'm gonna have to give
Night at the Roxbury.
I'm gonna have to give the PR firm.
I've
I'm
seen
gonna have
the
to give
movie.
the PR firm hell. The PR firm did not send, because I just went back while you guys were chatting about that, because you were talking about the trailer. I mean, I saw the trailer on YouTube, but I just went back in because usually PR firms will send me the trailer so I can download them, and they did not send me the trailer to this.
Oh.
So I'm going to have to reach out and be like, hey, by the way, if you're going to send me really cool guests to put on the show to talk about something, send me the fucking trailer link, will you? No, I'm just kidding.
It's well, yeah. Sorry, I mean it's all over. You'll see it. Oh, you see. Look, this is her perch.
Jags, is that something is that something you can find on YouTube to do a share screen?
I can try.
It's there's like a ton of trailers out. There's like they really recently did an extended trailer. I'm not in most of them. I'll be honest. I'm not in most of the trailers. But
I watched it on IMDb.
I'm in the movie.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I watched it on IMDb.
Oh. Well, Lati fucking da.
Well, it was right there at the top when I went to her page.
No, well, she'll have a credit for this show on IMDb. So, anyway. No, yeah, I was like, wait a minute, why do I not have a trailer for this? I got the headshot, I got the bio. Anyway, back to
it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah,
but I mean,
if Jags finds it, we'll just do a quick share screen.
I mean, I still watch some of those original episodes.
Yeah. The great sketches, the memorable ones, you can go back and watch at any time.
Oh yeah, all the time. Rosanna, Dana.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
The cowbell one. That's like.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
See.
So there's no way that you like. There's no way to avoid it. If you spent any time in America, like you will hear about SNL. Someone will make a joke. Someone will make a reference. It's there.
Yep. And a lot of great actors got their start there.
Yeah. Will Ferrell, Kristen Wiig, like Molly Shannon. I mean, like
some not so good actors got their start.
The list is endless. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were great comedians, but bad actors. Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
No. Yeah. Chevy Chase, John Belushi. I mean, the list goes on.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Yep. Wow.
So yeah.
Bringing back memories with all that stuff. I'm gonna have to go pick an episode later.
Didn't Chris Farley and David Spade come from there too?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Dana Carvey.
Yeah.
All those people. Like, pick your favorite comedian, favorite funny person, favorite like comedy movie actor. They probably started on SNL.
So, while Jags is playing over there, I do want to ask, what was your first high school drama that gave you the bug? What do you remember what it was?
I don't know. I don't know when it really started, but it was probably like, I don't know, like even in elementary school, I did like theater camps when I was a kid. Yeah, I think it was like, I don't know when it really started. I don't like, there was a production of like a play / musical that I've literally never been able to find, like by Googling it, called Aesop's Fabulous Fable Factory. When I was a little kid, I was like maybe 6 or 7, and I was like in the ensemble in that musical, and I remember it so vividly, but I cannot find evidence that this thing even exists. Maybe it was like, maybe it was an original work. Well, maybe it was an original work by like someone who like worked at the camp or something. I don't think it was very good, but it was certainly memorable. Like I can still like, I still think I remember like a couple, a lyric from a song here or there that we did it from. And I remember loving it. And then I did some plays in middle school and like obviously all through high school. But yeah, I don't know. I think like there was never a point in my childhood where I was like, oh, this is what I want to do. Like I wasn't that type of actor where, like you do one thing and you're like, oh, I have to do this for the rest of my life. So I never saw it as a job until I was in college for acting, really. So yeah, I don't know. I took a while to kind of figure it out.
Well, I mean, I remember a thing as a kid called Aesop's Fairy Tales.
Right. Well, there's Aesop's like the fables, like the actual Aesop's fables, which is like, I don't know, the Roman guy or the Greek guy who just like, don't steal because the donkey take the berries or whatever, like those. And then they turned it into a music. Oh, I don't know.
I'm gonna have to hunt for that one.
If anyone can find evidence that it exists, please tell me. That would be great.
You can't find anything. Yep. All right.
I don't know. I googled it. I will
research.
I was like, it's nowhere. All I could find was like actual Aesop's fables, and that was it.
Right.
You just gave him something to do on Saturday night.
There you go. Perfect.
What? Google stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I Google stuff all the time.
I know you do.
You.
Of course,
all the time.
Let's see if this processes.
Yeah, Ben's over there working.
Yeah.
Trying to get the.
Well, yeah, I just
trailer.
Yeah, I just pulled it in. It's processing.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but as it was processing, the cat walked by my USB ports again. Didn't knock out my camera this time.
No.
He knocked out my fucking headset. So I'm like, what's going on? Like, I can't hear people. I'm like, oh, man.
I really do think she speaks English. Like she can fully understand everything that I do and everything that's happening, but she won't admit it. She just wants to control my life from afar.
Right.
This is why I've got two myself, so I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Anyone who has a cat is like, they actually secretly run my life, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think they wanted some attention, which is usually every time I go live.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, anytime you are doing something that requires your full attention, they're like, actually, it's my turn.
Oh, yeah, so they'll walk behind my computer, which is fine. I don't have an issue with it. But last week, my female cat walked behind the computer and stepped on my USB. I have a 6-way USB port, and she stepped on the button, and it shut my camera off. So tonight, her brother decides he's going to walk by and shut my headset off.
Yeah, they know. Now they know.
Little turds.
Yeah.
We'll see if I feed you in the morning. No, I
will.
Just
wait till you come.
Yeah, obviously I will, but
I will.
Wait till they chew those cords up and you can't use it at all.
I've got backups.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
I've got my road gears over there. So I was able to actually Dustin downloaded and sent it to me. So do you want us to play the trailer?
Sure. Yeah.
So this is the trailer for Saturday night. It's about 2 minutes long. Holy crap.
Yeah.
You sure it's not the whole episode? No, just kidding.
I don't know.
Let's see if we can get through one of these skits.
Sketches. Davey, please.
Okay. You ready, Kevin? Oh!
Maybe, motherfucker. You want me to break your back?
Okay. Do we go again?
The actors on their mark.
My name is Lorne Michaels. I'm the producer and creator of Saturday Night. We're excited because there's never been a television show like this.
Okay, but what kind of show is it, Lauren? Do you even know what the show is?
Did anyone ask Edison what a light bulb was before he harnessed electricity?
Who are you in the metaphor?
Chevy Chase, Kilda Radner, Dan Ike, how the fuck do you pronounce this?
Aykroyd.
These can't be the right size.
Yeah, you're right. They should be a little bit smaller.
And action on rehearsal. And now, weekend update.
Good evening. Gentlemen, how long have you been standing there?
Long enough. They want you to fail. They're betting on it.
That's logical, Vic. That's why they're paying us all to be here.
NBC makes more money playing reruns of The Tonight Show. I mean, we're 90 minutes of live television by a group of 20-year-olds who've never made anything.
Okay, so this is a bit?
Look, I don't get half the shit that they do.
You haven't locked the script. Your actors are missing.
Have you seen John Belushi?
Your crew is in open rebellion.
Jesus Christ.
Your kids aren't ready for prime time.
Everyone down to the 8th floor now!
What is this?
That was kind of exciting. We need to let the audience in.
Oh, you don't.
What the hell is happening? What?
I'm not going to be able to protect you.
We just have to make it to air.
Live from New York.
The writers tied a belt around Big Bird's neck and hung him from my dressing room door.
Hey, I heard about Big Bird. So sorry. Autoerotic asphyxiation. Who knew?
Hell yeah.
I can't
Now I
wait to
gotta
watch
watch it.
that.
Right? Right. So, like I said before, folks, it's in the show notes up above or down below, depending on where you're watching or listening to us. So, go check it out because Corinne needs that check for 22 cents. Desperately. She's a working actor. She has mentioned that numerous times, folks.
Wow, guys. Let's go here.
Yes, and she wants to be in a Marvel movie.
Oh.
Right? She wants to be in a Marvel movie. Wink, wink, hint, hint to all the
Right.
producers that watch us.
We have producers that watch us.
Well, all kinds of people watch us. All kinds of people watch
Well,
us.
that's
I don't
true.
know why, but they do.
What's it like? Who?
I don't know, man. I can't tell you. I'll get messages later, I'm sure.
Yep. Yep.
So
you're off the air.
Yeah, right. Try it.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of streaming platforms. We'll just move to somebody else. I don't care. We've been doing this for 5 seasons, going into 6 now. So
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
True. You've been doing it a long time. I mean,
Yeah.
y'all been with me for what? 5 years?
5
4
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've known you 5 years.
Nice.
You know, and it all started as a joke.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
sounds
it did.
Yep. Sure did.
Literally.
Yes, it did.
Yep.
See, folks, even when you think your ideas are dumb,
You never know.
It could be
Just saying.
the dumbest next 5 years of your life.
Right. Right. Well, no, I will say over 5 years of doing this part of what we do, we've met a lot of amazing people. Amazing people, you know, which we never would have met otherwise.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and so, I mean, some of our guests we've been on tour and met on tour and stuff, so we've had them on the show. But you know, people such as yourself, I mean, I don't know when I'm going to get down to New York. You know what I mean? So this is the next best thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me here.
Oh no, we appreciate you. Like I said, taking your time out. We are just over time, which is not a big deal to us. But the cat wants some loving, so let's flow into the last questions from anybody.
Well,
Just,
yeah, I have my last question. I know the cat or dog
Oh.
thing. I already know that.
Yeah.
You know.
So you're gonna change it up?
Huh?
You're gonna
Well, I'm not
change it
gonna
up?
ask that question. I'm just gonna ask my standard. What do you have on your pizza?
What do I have on my pizza? I mean, I'm in New York. I can have anything I want on my pizza. I love, actually, there's this amazing artichoke pizza place. Ugh. It's not like a common thing outside of New York, I've noticed, but there's this amazing artichoke pizza with like, I don't know what kind of cheese they put on it, but it's like a pillow. It's incredible of cheese and artichoke hearts.
Artichoke hearts. Okay. That's different.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten that one as an answer.
No, that's a big thing here too.
I mean, I like artichokes.
I'm in South Carolina.
Okay. Artichoke pizza.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have a place called Hearth that does like open fire brick oven pizza, and they've got one that's got like fire roasted tomatoes and artichoke on it, and it's actually pretty good.
Yeah. That's
interesting.
If the place you're going to has artichoke pizza, they love pizza. They are particular about their pizza. So always look out for artichoke pizza, even if it doesn't appeal to you.
I'll have to try it.
Mm-hmm. It's good.
It's one of the reasons why I asked that question.
Is it really?
It is.
Is it really? I'm just
Plus you can learn something about people based on what they eat for pizza. You know?
Right. Jags, you got any last questions for our amazing guest?
No, I'm good.
Suck at this, man. No, I'm just kidding. I know he's actually looking
I don't
probably
anymore. I'm done.
No, he's probably looking at show notes for one of his shows tonight.
I am. I have been.
I figured as much.
Great.
Oh yeah, I'm working all night long.
Yeah, you do.
Right.
So
now you're in the city? You live in the city?
I live in Brooklyn, yeah.
You live right in Brooklyn, okay.
Yeah, you know that part of New York that we drive through really fucking slow every time we have to go to Virginia or Maryland. You go,
Yeah.
man, I fucking hate this area. And I go, yep. And then welcome to Brooklyn.
Yeah, it was Brooklyn.
Okay. Well, I would not. I hate the city. I just hate cities.
Well, that's because we're always stuck on the expressway with like 37 trailer trucks around us.
Well, no, I think it all started when I got carried away by a parade in Boston.
That'll happen.
That'll do it. Do you need therapy?
It sounds
That's
like
why. No shit.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Sounds like he needs therapy.
I think he needs therapy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody could use therapy.
But in all seriousness, which we're never serious. Forget it. Check out Saturday night, folks. It's in the show notes up above or down below.
Yeah.
Check out Condor's Nest. I mean, that's one of my favorites right there. I mean, I love that.
Yay.
And I might even watch it tomorrow just because I can.
Do it.
I'm gonna watch it all the way up until the last 7.5 minutes of the movie.
Sure. Yeah. I think that's around the end of my time in the movie.
Yeah. I think it's.
There's nothing worth watching after that, really.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the last scene is pretty good when he's just mowing motherfuckers down. But your scene was just epic, and you were just like fucking fascist. Bang! I was like, yeah,
that was awesome.
Then I was like, no, they shot.
That was the only take we did of that. We could only do one take. There's something wrong with the squib, the blood thing, and they were like, you only got one. And so we were like, okay.
Oh shit, no safety? Oh.
No, there was, I mean, it just like, they were like something, I don't know if it was like they didn't have enough blood, or if it was just like, they only had the tape they were using, like it was the backup of the squib that they had. And so it was just like, we got one use out of this thing.
Boy, that was ballsy.
We know what? Hey, we know all about that. Huh, Jeff?
Yep. One take. You got it right. Okay, thank you.
Yep. When you climb out from under a metal shelf that hits you in the fucking head.
Too bad we could have only done one take on the tire truck.
Right. Well, we did. We only did one on.
No, because it's the one he got the concussion on, and I had to get that giant tire like freaking 8 times.
That's right. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I remember too. Jeff doesn't. He's got the concussions.
Yeah. Well, don't ride in tires. Piece of advice.
Big tires.
Big tires. Don't ride inside big tires.
Sounds good.
But we are going to let Corinne get back to her real life, folks. So, where do you like interacting with your fans on the social medias?
Instagram mainly. Again, if you try to look for me anywhere else, I'm probably not going to be there. So yeah, hit me up on Instagram. Corinstagramster is my Instagram handle. Just copy paste my name. Don't try and spell it. You'll have a hard time. Just
Did you say hamster? Corinsta hamster?
Corinstagram stir.
Oh, okay.
Corinstagram was taken. So I had
Okay.
that little.
I heard hamster in there somewhere.
It's in the show notes, folks, up above or down
You
below.
should be hearing hamster. That's part of it. So yeah. Just search for my name on Instagram. I'll probably come up.
And if you can't find her, just check the show notes because it is in there. I did find it. It's there. Jags.
What's up, y'all?
You know the questions.
Yep. You guys can catch me on Sound Injection over on 434 Media. Monday through Friday. We'll be on tonight at 9 o'clock interviewing Odd Atrocity out of Pennsylvania. So make sure to come join us tonight, and I'll see y'all in about an hour. That's it. That's all I got.
Nice. So I say, well, stilltoking.com, Talking with the Dead on Facebook. You don't want to, if you Google us, don't even bother. Just go to one of those pages. Still Toking's easy to remember. Everything will be there. I want to thank Corinne for coming on. And, if you haven't seen it yet, we released it on Monday. Go to any one of our pages and you'll find the link to go view our new full-length animation, or it's full-length half-hour show.
It's a half-hour
check that out.
episodic animation.
Episodic. There you go. It's episodic because
episodic animation.
I have episodes.
Yeah, we know.
And according to Bill with the comics, I also have issues.
That's true. Are you done now?
Yeah.
That's it? Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Usually he rants for like 25 minutes, folks. Something about his dinner's done or whatever. I don't fucking know. But no, in all seriousness, we want to thank Corinne for coming out. Definitely check out Saturday night.
Yeah.
Actually, just go to her website, which is in the show notes, and check out all her work. Because then she'll get more than one check for 22 cents.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Hopefully.
Just saying.
I'll get one for maybe 44 cents even.
Right. It's always that 2-cent one though. It's the best.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like cost more to mail it to me than the check.
Right. But yeah, so like Jeff said, stilltoking.com. Everything you need to know about the novels, the comic books, the live TV series, the new animation, this amazing show. It's all cataloged there. Next week, we will be coming to you live at 7 p.m. with a band from Norway. Legit. They're going to stay up till 1 a.m. to be on our show. Why? I don't know, but they are.
That's
so come check us out next week when we interview Viking Queen. And to all our veterans and first responders, we want to thank you for doing what you do so people like us can come up here and do what we do. Stay safe. We'll see you next week. We're out of here. Corinne, if you could just hang tight till the stream closes.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I got to hit the right button, don't I? That one.